there we go. You can see these guys there, just like we were talking about, in beautiful, beautiful condition. Look at that. Now, when we arrived here, they were both on their sides, quite relaxed, quite asleep. If you just look at their activity, you can see they're both sitting up, they're both looking around, yawning a bit, grooming themselves. This is for cats' general activity before they actually start getting a little bit more mobile. So let's spend a little bit of time here with them and just see what they get up to. It'll be great to see them out on the move again. The temperature is slowly starting to drop now, and although it doesn't get too hot during the daytime out here, this time of the year, it's still a good time for these animals to be most lethargic and take their rest. Nighttime is most certainly the best time for activity for these guys. And there's a lot of reasons for that. It'll be cooler, so they'll burn off less energy, obviously not as much heat. But I think the biggest thing is definitely a hunting strategy. If you look at the coloration of these animals, they're almost exactly the same color as the surrounding grass, that kind of tawny orange-brown color. So they'll blend in perfectly with the environment this time of the year. I think the most fascinating part, which is linked directly to their nocturnal behavior, is their vision, their eyesight. These animals have got superb nocturnal vision, some of the best of all your nocturnal predators. I'm sure people have heard, or if not, these animals see predominantly in black and white. And the reason we can establish that is if you look at the structure of the eye. Within the retina you have your different receptors, your cones and your rods, your color receptors and your light receptors. Now, these animals, to be able to see well at night, they have a very, very high concentration of light receptors as opposed to color receptors, which means they won't absorb as much color like we do when we look around and see. But in exchange, they'll actually pick up a lot more light than we would. On top of the fact that they've got a very high concentration of light receptors, they have a very special layer at the back of the eye called a tapetum layer. It's almost like a mirror. So as light particles enter the eye, get collected by the light receptors, any light particles that don't get collected and pass past those receptors, they actually bounce off that tapetum layer back towards the light receptors in the retina, and again will have the opportunity to be collected by those light receptors, and that way they absorb a very, very high concentration of the light in the area that's provided from anything that's... There we go. Excellent. So they basically say that lions can see about 6 times better than we can at night. Oh, it looks like we got you just in time, Alex.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
The other guy is
yeah, he's still there. But he'll follow quite soon after now. Oh, look at that, Alex. Excellent. Look at that. Right on top of the termite mound. Absolutely beautiful. Now, this is something special. Okay. Let's try and get a different angle, eh? Okay, we're going to move around and see if we can get a better angle of that lion on the termite mound. That's something quite beautiful. The second male is just here in front of us now, you can see, in front of the vehicle. He's moving off towards the south. It's going to be quite difficult to follow them now. The bush is getting a little bit thick, but we're going to do our best. And there is a very, very just to the west of us, which will be difficult for us to cross. But we're going to do our best to see if we can stick with these guys. Now that is exquisite. Now that is an absolutely beautiful situation. And we parked here right below this termite mound with the two males. One's right on top having a bit of a look around. Chosen a good vantage point, but that's just beautiful, isn't that? To be able to be a little bit lower than the animal and get a different kind of perspective, different view on them. But that's majestic, isn't it? There's another one, eh?
Looks like a king up there.
Yeah, it does. It's almost cliche to sit and watch this. I mean, to see a beautiful adult male lion like this sitting, not full adult, but almost there. We're sitting on top of a termite mound. But this is absolutely awesome. I mean, this is why we're out here, and I mean, there's so much happening out there, big and small. But it's these moments that we all really appreciate, and I'm sure you all out there are enjoying this opportunity to spend with these lions. I mean, just look at this guy coming down there. He really is a machine there.